Senator Mike Michot has represented the Lafayette area in the legislature for 16 years. As he nears the end of his career in the legislature, Senator Michot sat down with Pelican Beat. We're here with Senator Mike Michot. Thank you for coming sit down with us.
Great to be here.
So tell us a little about your office position.
I'm currently serving as the state senator for District 23, which is most of Lafayette Parish. This is my third and final term in the state senate. I served one term in the House prior to this. So I'm in my 16th year in the legislature and my 12th year in the state senate.
What's your favorite position in the public office that you've held?
My current role in the Senate is chairman of the Finance Committee, but it's interesting but challenging at times, dealing with the state budget and the funding challenges that we have, specifically as they relate to higher education and health care. But it's been a challenging but very rewarding term.
What made you decide to run for a public office?
I, like so many others, were very frustrated at what I was seeing from our elected officials, and I figured it was my time to either put up or shut up, either get involved or stop complaining, and that's what I want to encourage everyone else to do, is be involved in the process or stop complaining, because it's our process. Those that are elected are there to represent us, and I think everyone needs to be involved in this process, so that's what got me involved to run for the first time.
What's the most difficult thing that you've been through as senator?
Probably the hurricanes, dealing with the aftermath of Katrina and Rita specifically, although we've gone through several hurricanes, Gustav and Ike after that. But the aftermath of Katrina and Rita and the devastation that it did to the state was really a challenge. And as elected officials, the public was counting on us and looking to us for answers and for solutions and for ways to solve their problems. And oftentimes we were at a loss because the problems were so big. We had to depend on the federal government and other agencies bigger than the state of Louisiana to solve these problems. So that was probably the most challenging time that I've been through in my 16 years.
So on the other side of that, what's the thing you liked most about being senator?
The most is when you can help individual constituents from your districts. We get calls and requests quite often from people who just need individual help. They're trying to help a kid get into school, for example, or trying to get someone that's had a little trouble and maybe has gone down the wrong road, but they're trying to get back on track in life. And oftentimes a phone call or a nudging from us as an elected official can help that person make a difference. So oftentimes we get the calls later on that say, look, you were able to help my kid at a critical time in their life, and as a result of the help that you provided, my kid's now able to go on to school and work and has a productive life out there in society. So the little things that we do every day, we don't always realize the effect that they can have on the long-term benefit of these people, but certainly that's been very rewarding for me.
So you own a small business?
That's right.
How is it juggling a small business, a family, and a public office? Oh,
it's a challenge because, I started in public office when I was probably 31 years old or so. My wife and I had we had a 6-month-old baby at the time. Shortly after that, we had a second child. So trying to build a family and a business and a political career all at the same time can be a challenge, but I think it's been good because it's allowed me to keep my feet on the ground, keep in touch with the real world. I'm fortunate that I live in Lafayette, so I can drive back and forth to Baton Rouge every day during session, keep in touch with my kids and their lives, and also keep my finger on the pulse of my business, because as a small business, I have to continue to make decisions on a daily basis that affect the future of the business. So it keeps me in touch with the real world and all the issues that everyday business people deal with throughout the course of running their own business.
So what do you plan to do next?
That's a good question. I really don't have the answer to that question. I have several options that are before me that involve, some of which involve public service. Other options involve going to the private sector or just going back to running my business, which obviously is still there and still needs my attention. So I'm going to evaluate all of those options and make a decision, sometime by the end of this term.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.